You guys, it's real. The story everyone said was just a fan theory has officially exploded. Justin Bieber has seemed to have confirmed what fans have been about for months. He and Hailey are getting a divorce? But wait, before you go thinking this is just another celebrity breakup, you need to hear the real reason. Because it's not just about growing apart. It's not just stress. It's not even about Selena. Well, not entirely. It's about obsession, control, and what happens when your marriage becomes a brand before it's a relationship. I've got the details. What Justin actually said, what's going on behind the scenes, why Hailey's silence is so calculated, and yes, what this means for Selena. So, grab a snack, mute your notifications, and stay with me. This one's got more layers than a Kardashian wedding cake. So, first up, the thing that shook the internet this week. Justin Bieber finally spoke out. Not a vague post, not a sad photo dump, but a real on-the-record quote. In a private interview that's now circulating online, Justin says, "We've chosen to separate. It's been hard, but it's time. We both deserve clarity and peace." Boom! That's not a denial. That's not a taking space situation. That is divorce confirmed. Now, this wasn't just a one-liner. He opened up a bit more, and when he did, he hinted that the breakup wasn't as mutual as the PR line makes it seem. He added, "Sometimes love isn't enough when you lose each other behind the scenes." That's when fans knew there's way more to this than we've been told. Let's rewind, because the cracks in this marriage didn't just show up overnight. First clue, the Met Gala 2024. Hailey showed up solo, stunning, but clearly not her usual glowing self. No Justin, no explanation, just silence. That silence, it got loud. Then there were the cryptic IG stories, Justin posting black screens, moody music, even that tear-filled selfie that made headlines. No caption, just chaos. And you can't tell me you didn't notice their body language getting weird. That viral clip from a fan event where Justin straight up closed a car door on Hailey without waiting for her? Wild. They used to be attached at the hip. Now they looked like co-workers at a silent retreat. Also, Hailey stopped liking his posts. Yeah, small detail, but remember, she used to be the first to hit that heart. She had post notifications on. Now, radio silence. That's relationship Morse code, people. Multiple sources have come forward saying Hailey's been frustrated by Justin's antics and feels unsupported. And look, that tracks. Over the last year or two, we've seen Justin acting increasingly erratic in public, crying in photos, posting cryptic messages, deleting and reactivating his Instagram again and again. And then there's the whole weed smoking thing. Fans have seen him out in LA, publicly lighting up, looking spaced out. And honestly, it's giving burnout energy, not chill vibes. It's like he's been checked out, mentally and emotionally. And Hailey's left picking up the pieces of this picture-perfect life they built together. Now, let's add more to that. Earlier this year, fans noticed that Hailey actually unfollowed Justin on Instagram, even if only for a short time. Her team tried to say it was a technical glitch from when Justin deactivated and reactivated his account. But come on, we've all seen how social media works in celeb relationships. That stuff isn't random, it's intentional. A temporary unfollow is like sending a smoke signal that says, "We are not okay." And honestly, things kept piling up. Hailey's Vogue interview last month, she didn't hold back. She straight up said, "Well, I thought 7 years in it would have died down already." And it hasn't. You would think after having a child, people would maybe move on, chill out a little bit. But no. So I guess these bitches are going to be mad. Like, that's not a PR polished quote. That's a woman who's exhausted, sick of being criticized, sick of being watched, and sick of feeling alone in a marriage that was supposed to be a team. Now, here's where things start making even more sense. Hailey, from what we've heard, has been trying to hold it all together. She's running a business, doing interviews, showing up polished and poised, while Justin is posting cryptic apologies and emotionally weird tributes that read more like shade than love. Remember that awkward Vogue post Justin made? Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. So mean. Like, bro, why bring up that you once crushed her dreams? In a post that's supposed to be celebrating her. People saw right through it. That wasn't a sweet tribute. It was a weird flex disguised as growth. And fans dragged him for it. And let's not forget, they just had their first child. Their son, Jack Blues, was born last August. This was supposed to be a bonding moment. A fresh start. And yet, Hailey's out in NYC now, without her wedding ring, doing solo outings, trying to breathe.
That speaks volumes. So, to sum it up, this marriage didn't explode overnight. It's been slowly, painfully unraveling for over a year. Between Justin's emotional instability, the public pressure, and Hailey constantly being the one to hold it down, it's not surprising that she eventually started pulling away too. And when one person in a marriage is trying to manage everything while the other is spiraling and not showing up emotionally, that's a time bomb. And now, it's gone off. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't a Justin bad, Hailey good situation. Relationships are never that simple. From Hailey's side, people close to her say she felt abandoned emotionally, that Justin became withdrawn, stopped communicating, and was constantly battling internal demons he wouldn't talk about. She was reportedly the one keeping up appearances so they could survive the storm. She planned the vacations, booked the events, made sure they looked solid even when they weren't. But here's where it gets messy. Sources say Hailey started becoming overprotective of their image, and that turned into controlling behavior. She reportedly monitored what he posted, freaked out if he made emotional comments online, and allegedly even asked him to delete posts that looked too sad. So now you've got a marriage where one person's shutting down and the other is trying to fix the cracks with Instagram filters. That's not love, that's damage control. Look, we didn't want to bring her into this, but she's already in it. The ghost of Selena never left this marriage, and according to Justin, that was a problem. Multiple sources say that Hailey was hyper-fixated on Selena Gomez, like not just annoyed when people brought her up, but actively tracking what she did. We're talking Google alerts, freakouts over old music videos, obsessing when fans compared her to Selena online. And then came the song. Selena dropped a track, Don't Take It Personally, that fans immediately linked to Justin and Hailey. The lyrics? He sleeps in my bed, I met his parents, it's official, he doesn't want you, that's the real blow. Hailey reportedly lost it when she heard that, thought it was about her, woke Justin up to ask if it was. Justin allegedly told her, she's not thinking about us anymore, why are you? Ouch. That might have been the moment everything snapped. So now the divorce is public. Justin's side is out, but what about Hailey? She's been quiet. Not a word about the split, but her actions? Oh, they're speaking. She's posting about work, beauty, calmness, even soft girl quotes about healing. No sadness, no rage, just filtered chill. Insiders say that's no accident. Apparently, she's in full-on reputation protection mode. She's trying to look like the classy one. No shade, no tears, no scandal. But behind the scenes, according to someone close to her, Hailey is anxious, panicking about public perception, and worried that people will say she failed as a wife. Let's not forget, Hailey has a lot riding on this image. Road skin, major endorsements, fashion contracts. If the world turns on her, it's not just personal, it's financial. What really hits hardest is how distant they've become. People who once prayed together, vacationed, got matching tattoos. Now they're practically co-workers at a company that's downsizing. There are reports that Justin moved out weeks ago and was staying with close friends and family, trying to find clarity. Hailey stayed in the LA home, finishing contracts, staying busy. Sources say they're not even speaking directly right now. Everything goes through lawyers, managers, or publicists, from lovebirds to silent business associates. And look, that's not uncommon in divorces. But for these two, who once claimed they were each other's best friend, it's just sad. It really is. So what happens now? Justin reportedly is planning a music comeback, a raw, stripped-back album that might explore everything he's gone through. Think Journals era but grown up. He's also been leaning into faith, attending smaller churches, journaling, and even spending more time with old friends from his pre-fame days. Hailey? She's not backing down. She's expanding road, eyeing a TV hosting deal, and working with a crisis PR firm to clean up the narrative. No shade, she's protecting her brand. But people are watching, and they're not buying the perfect filters anymore. And if this plays out like most Hollywood divorces, we'll probably see a carefully worded joint statement, then months of subtle shade in interviews, then eventually new partners, new headlines, and a whole new media cycle. Engaging. What do you think? Do you believe Justin's side?
Do you think Hailey's silence is smart or just strategic? And are we ever going to stop dragging Selena into everything? Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.